You know, humans have produced some pretty amazing inventions, but the garbage bin isn't one of them. Not only are they disgusting, but they also make waste very expensive. The physical collection of waste can cost a lot of money, but it also costs a lot of time, because changing regulations and recycling rules make taking out the trash a guess at best and a confusing time drain at worst. Now, if you manage a business, that's a problem, a very real problem. Expensive services and inefficient uses of time can be the difference between a success and failure for a business. And so we think it's time for the world to rethink the bin, which is exactly what we're doing here at EYWA. EYWA is an on-site waste-to-energy bin. By using a thermochemical treatment process, EYWA converts common waste materials directly into electricity. Think of EYWA like an everything bin. What do we mean by everything? Everything. Receipts, yogurt tubs, coffee cups, nappies, avocado pits, whatever. Users can throw all of their rubbish into one stylish bin and have it quietly converted into green electricity. And the best part is, you never have to empty EYWA. Any remaining residual ash is simply flushed through to sewage. That's huge saving for business and a huge sigh of relief for the environment. Now, EYWA operates under a proven business model known as technology as a service. So instead of users purchasing EYWA units, they lease them at a price of $600 a month per unit. This way, cash flow is never a barrier to sustainability. Our beachhead market is Sydney hospitality groups. We chose this clear customer segment because one, they produce a lot of waste, they have a lot of capital, and we have connections in the industry. Down the line, we do wish to move into similar groups domestically and internationally, and eventually begin to service other high waste segments like leisure or retail or even households. Because let's be honest, waste is a problem for everyone. Now we address a real pain for our users, the bottom line, because we make waste expenseless. For a hospitality group, annual waste collection costs can total close to $1 million every year, and EYWA cuts that figure in half. But we also save them money on electricity savings and time by making their waste operations simple. So managers never again waste time figuring out what stinky recycling bins will accept, because EYWA eradicates a big expense and everyone's least favourite chore, the bins. The first of its kind, EYWA is a workhorse, not a show pony. Feed EYWA your rubbish and as quickly as 90 minutes have it converted into green electricity. How? Well, when waste is placed in EYWA, it begins a thermal treatment process to break the waste down into a hydrogen-rich gas. By using a breakthrough filter technology, that gas is then cleaned before finally reaching a fuel cell, at which point the gas is reformed into electricity. EYWA self-cleans and any remaining ash is flushed through sewage. Rinse and repeat. And with the help of our partner lab, we've actually built a proof of concept prototype to demonstrate the feasibility of this technology. It's safe, simple, and sanitary, which is exactly as a bin should be. Forgotten. And that's exactly what our customers want. We've interviewed over 21 managers, employees, and owners of Sydney's largest hospitality groups, and their key desire is not to have to smell, touch, move, or even think about their waste. And I mean, can you blame them? And this really feeds our profitable and recurring revenue model, which projects an annual revenue of $301,000 within the first year with just 4 hospitality clients. And the key value driver behind this is obviously units leased. Now, by converting waste into electricity, a business can reduce its carbon footprint by up to 80%. But you know what? It's actually bigger than that because waste is bigger than just CO2. Waste and pollution are contributing to water contamination, carcinogenic leakage, and ecological disruption, which all have a disproportionate impact on marginalised and vulnerable communities across Australia. Now, with hospitality being one of the highest waste industries, EYWA can help put an end to all of this. And being an Australian-made product, EYWA also supports these communities by creating jobs within the advanced manufacturing industry. Combined, our team has over 15 years of direct experience working with waste-to-energy technologies. We've worked across 3 different startups between all of us. So we have very bold dreams. We want EYWA to be in 1 billion buildings by 2050. We're done seeing plastic float past us in the ocean. We want a world in which landfill is gone, trucks gone, and the concept of waste altogether gone. We believe EYWA can do that and fundamentally change the world. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, guys. We're excited to hear your questions.
That was really cool. I was that person who had to do the bins, and I didn't enjoy it as a kid. So love the solution. Judges, who'd like to go first?
How big is that bin? And also, if you could talk a little bit more about the climate impacts, because there's a whole lot of non-renewable waste, like plastics, for example, that presumably you're going to turn into carbon dioxide, among other things, instead of burying in a landfill.
Yeah, of course. So the size is about 440 liters, and in terms of climate impact, so there are CO2 emissions with our process, as with any waste to energy process. However, it's much better than the alternative, and the numbers are roughly about 27 times better than the current alternative of waste, just rotting in landfill. Plus, if you take into consideration, like the full life cycle of waste, considering all the trucks, the pickup, the collections, the processing, the transport, it really, really, really starts to add up in our favor. So just doing it on site and processing it on site alone is a fantastic benefit.
Thanks.
Yeah, great pitch. I guess you mentioned you're currently at like a POC stage. I guess, have you worked out this and calculated the sort of amount of money that it will incur to develop to like a ready product that reflects the sort of bin that you've designed?
Yeah, so Riley, my co-founder, and I, we're currently in, I guess, the closing stages of a full delivery model for like a fully sophisticated project budget. And we're looking at the kind of lower bound is close to 300,000, upper bound is 1.5 mil, depending on how much of that we bring, like, internally,
Yeah.
and how much we want to scale and really prepare to scale. So
Cool. And then my second question would be, is there any types of bins like this in the market, or?
Yeah, so there's a similar product out of the UK called HERU. I think it stands for Home Energy Resource Unit. And it's similar process, so it uses a combination of thermochemical treatments. However, they actually just use their kind of like syngas or their pyrolysis gas to power like boilers, so water heaters. And so it's far less, there's less utility in an electrifying market. And so we just see our business model as being better.
Cool. Thanks, Bowden.
Sure.
Time for one more.
Covered all bases, hey?
If not, the pitch, yeah, mate, you nailed it there. So great work again. Sina, I might hand to you for what's next.